Welcome to another exciting edition of Travel Guide. If you are new here, consider subscribing. Today we will be visiting the New York Botanical Garden. Unfortunately, there are some real lowlifes in the Bronx, and it's not worth it to leave your car unattended on the street. When you feel like relaxing and getting close to nature, no better place than New York City Botanical Garden in the Bronx. The cafe has an okay selection, but there's always a line out the door, so bring your own food and drinks. This place is supposed to be a respite, and by getting up on their high-security horses and bureaucratic nonsense they ruin it. While they managed people, though the grounds their food service is overwhelmed, they may want me to consider bringing in food trucks. It would bring income, and ease the burden on their permanent eateries. From incredible works of art to the immense flora, it's such a great place to walk around and take in all the sights. Make you feel as if you were in another place. Visited the orchid exhibit really makes you feel as if you were in a forest filled with beautiful species of orchids and trees never seen or imagined. The orchid show is beautiful every year unless you hate orchids, in which case wait for the cherry blossoms, unless you hate those too, in which case just go to the zoo, it's right next door. If you enjoy being out in nature, here is a great place away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Trains leave every 20 minutes from Grand Central Station, and the train stops just outside the Botanical Gardens. A beautiful haven of peace and tranquility, only quarter of an hour from Manhattan. Very pretty place. They grew different plants there from all over the world, so it felt like seeing the entire world in one huge garden. If you love nature, New York Botanical Garden is an amazing place full of colors, ideal for having a good time. But if you can only get here on the weekend, then make sure it's not a biggie's Mother's Day, Easter, etc. In fact, I'll bet Father's Day is a good bet. The staff are friendly and very knowledgeable, so ask away about all your household plant questions. And for goodness sake, get a membership. Only 2 visits, parking, and a little shopping at the gift shop, and you've more than saved your tax-deductible membership fee, and gotten a great day outside in the Bronx to boot. On Wednesday you can come in without paying, so you can walk through the garden. You won't be allowed to come into certain areas since you're not paying, but if you just want to take a walk, drink a coffee, or talk to somebody, and enjoy nature, please visit this jewel. The Rose Garden is worth a trip on its own, but they have everything here, so just relax, walk, or ride the tram. But no matter how you do it, wash away winter blues, and get an instant mood boost. The orchid show will help you to feel spring way before it comes here. The staff of the garden clearly invests a lot of time preparing for the show, as the displays and information are marvelous. The grounds are very expansive, and probably too large to visit only on foot if you have young children, or others with limited mobility. However, they have this problem covered with a tram which is free with admission, and runs frequently in a loop around the garden. NYBG is a great place to wander around, and take in the many vistas and manicured landscapes, as well as learn and discover much from guides and plaques. You should buy train show tickets at least a week in advance if attending on a weekend, but the cost is also higher on the weekends, and children over 2 will need a child ticket. Weekend price is bit high, $30 for adults, $18 for kids, but if you can go during the week, $23 for adults and $10 for kids. Although the Bronx Botanical Garden is actually only a very small part of the gardens contained within the entire Bronx Park, from its tidal limit of the East River at its southern end, all the way upriver to the Kensico Dam, known as the Bronx River Valley, at the town of Mount Pleasant by Valhalla, which is the northern section. The coolest replicas were ones of landmarks like Yankee Stadium, the Chrysler Building, the NY Public Library, the Rockefeller Center, etc. Here at least once a year for the rose or orchid shows. Love the events, and the garden is always beautiful even in winter. Beautiful location. Great place to just come and relax, have a field trip for young children, or just come as an adult learner. There are many great sections for kids besides just looking at plants, and the holiday trains are a must-see experience. Once walking in, and being surrounded with the warm and humid air, and being around all these plants was a much-needed reset button to the mind and body. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, and leave your comments below.